Hello, and welcome to Backstage Buzz, where we'll be learning more about the upcoming choral concerts this season at the College of DuPage. Today, I'm happy to introduce you to the Director of Choral Activities at COD, Dr. Patrick O'Shea. Dr. O'Shea directs 3 choirs, the Chamber Singers, the Concert Choir, and the DuPage Chorale. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Patrick, can you tell us, of all your choirs, what's the difference between the 3?
Well, they all have different personalities, I guess you'd say. 2 of them are student choirs. So there's the concert choir, which is open to anybody who wants to enroll in that group. And that tends to be mostly college-age students, although we do have some older students in that as well. Then there's the Chamber Singers, which is a select group. So that group's auditioned. That group does a little bit more performing and tends to do more a cappella music, more challenging music. And then there's the really big choir. There's the DuPage Chorale, which is a combination student and community choir that meets on Monday nights. That group is about 80 singers now, and they perform twice a year.
So for the average person who might want to just come see a fun concert, which one should they go to?
Well, of course, I'm biased, so I'm going to say all of them. Concert choir and chamber singers perform on the same concerts. So, for example, coming up very soon, we have the Student Ensembles concert. Both of those choirs would be on that. But in December and in May, we have just a choirs concert where both of them will perform in a longer concert format.
But that music is a little bit more sophisticated, right?
You could say that, yeah.
It's a little more curated. It's not something that you're going to hear in music you probably might not have heard of before.
That's entirely true.
Okay.
And then the DuPage Chorale is very often we're doing things with an instrumental ensemble or an orchestra, and often masterworks. So for example, the spring concert this year is going to be Brahms' German Requiem, which is a very beloved concert piece, and that'll be with orchestra and soloists.
And that is the DuPage?
That's the DuPage Chorale.
Chorale, which is your largest?
Exactly right.
Okay. So I just want to help our audience understand,
of course,
what might they want to come see, right?
Well, if you've not gone to a lot of choral concerts, I think the DuPage Chorale would be a great kind of entry to that.
Exactly.
And the December concert is going to be a festival of music with brass and organ. And it's not a Christmas concert per se, although there is a large Christmas work, the Daniel Pinkham Christmas Cantata. And that's very interesting rhythmically. It's an exciting work. There's some things that are going to be just with choir and organ, some things with just choir and brass, and then some with absolutely everything. I mean, it's a mixture of things. It's not all Christmassy, but it is all, I think, pretty celebratory.
So that's your December show?
That's the December, right.
And now in the spring, what can people look forward to seeing?
Well, the Brahms German Requiem, which is the spring concert for the DuPage Chorale, when I say Requiem, we think of the Latin Requiem, Mass for the Dead, but the German Requiem by Brahms is a completely different work. It's actually not liturgical text, it's poetry, and it's kind of reflection on life, and so it's a much more interesting, very literary work. Some really beautiful melodic writing, and then there's a soprano soloist and a baritone soloist in addition to the full choral.
So now you said a lot of these choirs are student-based. However, any student can audition to be in this. And I think that there's this mystery of like, how do I get into that? And how would someone get an audition?
Sure. Well, the only one that you would need an audition for is the chamber singers.
Okay.
And that you would simply sign up for. You don't have to have anything prepared. You don't need to bring an accompanist. It's very simple. It's a 10-minute process. We vocalize a bit to get a sense of range and vocal quality. We do some sort of ear testing things on the keyboard, and then a short sight reading example. So it's pretty straightforward, and you don't have to have a lot with you. But 2 out of the 3 choirs are simply open enrollment. You can sign up and be in concert choir. You can sign up in and be in DuPage Chorale, and you can do that either as a student for credit or through community ed.
So even I could be in the choir.
Yes, so I'm wondering why you haven't been.
Well, you haven't heard me sing.
That's true.
I don't know if you like it, but I love to sing, but I just am not a good singer. But I think that there's so many people who I see at the shows who go, oh, I miss, I was in choir. And I think we need to get the word out that you can be
Oh, absolutely.
You can be.
Yeah. Well, they're built for that. That's, in fact, DuPage Chorale is specifically designed for that. It's to get people singing. And it's one night a week of commitment, so it's
but
not a
they're
huge
really
time
good
thing.
singers. They're not, everybody in it is pretty good. They're pretty good.
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
But a lot of them would say exactly what you just said, that, oh, I'm not a great singer. I can sing in a choir, but I don't sing on my own. And it's really open to people at all levels and all levels of confidence.
That's awesome. So you have been in your position now over years.
It's year 3.
Year 3.
Yep.
How is it going?
Great. I really like COD. I like the sense of community. I'm enjoying working with the singers immensely, and the students are really engaged. It's fun. I teach music theory in addition to directing the choirs, and that's one of those courses it's super hard and serious. But honestly, we managed to have a good time.
You do?
Yeah.
So you teach music theory, and you also teach ear training, don't you?
I did last year. I'm not teaching it this year just because of the distribution of assignments. But I also teach music appreciation, and I have taught world music and intro to American music.
What's your favorite thing to teach?
I would have to say, well, apart from directing the choirs, because that's my absolute
your favorite
thing. But I really enjoy, I like all of the things, but I'd say between theory and music appreciation are my 2 favorite academic courses. Music appreciation, just because it's a general survey course, it's not for majors, it's for all comers. And just sort of turning people on to music in the broad sort of historical sense. That's a lot of fun. And then theory, just getting people to understand the nuts and bolts of how music's put together.
So some choirs tour. Are you guys, do you have anything planned to leave the campus?
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because Chamber Singers is going to be going, not a long tour, but we're going to Aurora University on the 25th of October. We've been invited to sing on a joint concert there. So we'll do about 15 minutes of our own music, and then we're going to do a joint thing with all the choirs that are participating.
And is that based on your relationships with other choir directors in the state? And
yes, Lisa Friedebau is the director there, and we have done, since I've gotten here in the last couple of years, we've done some networking. We've hosted some events here too. I mean, the Belushi, the MAC generally, but Belushi is such a wonderful performance space that we've had some larger choral events here. And I've gotten to know a number of the directors, and we're always looking for ways to collaborate.
That's fantastic. Well, we're glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
And we look forward to seeing all these great shows this year.
Thank you.
College of DuPage choral concerts take place in December with chamber singers and concert choir on Thursday, December 5th, and DuPage Chorale on Sunday, December 8th. For tickets or more information, visit atthemac.org. We look forward to seeing you at the theater and next time on Backstage Buzz. Thank you.